And hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Star Wars: Exile Republic 2. We are going to Nar Shaddaa in this episode. Beginning the next planet, Dantooine has been finished. Master Vrick has been found and talked to, and he has given us the task of finding the other Jedi Masters and telling them to reconvene in Dantooine so they can analyse the Sith threat and see what to do about it. So, with one of them down, let's head to Nar Shaddaa, where the exchange headquarters is, conveniently enough. So we're going to have to deal with a lot of exchange over here in Nar Shaddaa.
Well, here we are. Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. Wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
What is Nar Shaddaa?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nar Shaddaa's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
You sound like you've been here before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has died on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
So what's the refugee sector?
Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
So there's a lot of ex-soldiers on Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
How hard would it be to find Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
How hard will it be to hide here?
Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
Let's take the Ebon Hawk in for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's going to find us here.
Josimu Poindorakawa, Ichirendumu Oparama Kawana Abawasi. You Kroren man Mapusiti Nolara.
Hontonosa, Jitapadwana Matucha, Kichuno Kada Nirenito. Renfilosa ni Hekuchupa Naret, Atanapcha.
Ranamosibu and Nasarans. Crema Sukun Ratungala, Chawi Moju Kosoracha, Bomabe want to Susintu Karata, to Esrectonatada Bear Maba Chokto, Torenibu Turata Sisi Naborokra.
Request: if Goto's vessel is no
Masuraku, Papayi, Botenya, Tachimorosa Kamsa, Javascobo Subjo, Regisa Karanokso, Mochitosa Sabindeo, Kichunokaga Mirenito. Benfiloso ni Hekuchupanere, Atanakja. Tahupo Botenya Gojucho Picha, when Tabani Sochu, Norotoga Protolala Shishi, Duadosa Jibacha, Ratakmansa, Dokosha Nachito.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Doveri Nincha, Yonona Shitasa Chuch. Doveri Nincha, Yonona Shitasa Chuch. Gole Rosodish. Ranta Class Mobas.
The beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Is this the refugee sector?
Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad.
Are we going to be okay in this landing pad?
Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be alright. I think.
The Ebonhawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Any problems with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing.
Well, that's
The
nice.
sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not...
Something was really weird with Atten's neck. Am I the only one that notices this? It looks broken. You okay, Atten? Let's move on.
Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
Wouldn't mind getting some new equipment.
There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile.
We're at a place to lay low.
And just being here should be enough. People in the refugee sector don't tend to ask too many questions. We should be safe enough.
What about finding out more about this bounty on Jedi?
Well, that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the Exchange, or someone willing to talk. None of which are too appealing. Bounty hunters in the Exchange are going to want to shoot you. And someone who is willing to talk is willing to talk to anyone. Which means trouble.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts. All that matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
Forgive me, but these bounty hunters pose a threat to her. Their persistence is unusual, and if they're not stopped, one of them may prove lucky.
I agree. They're nothing more than a distraction. But even a distraction may prove fatal at a critical moment. We must protect her.
If you are so certain of your path, then do what you will. It makes no difference.
It's up to you. There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for a credit or two.
If Zez Kael is here, I want to find him.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
Let's go.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Some kind of problem?
The problem is, you are on my landing pad. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
What other ship?
That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive.
I can pay for the space and your time.
Yeah. Right now, all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering?
I'm guessing 50 credits ought to be enough.
Damn. Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Okay, now who do we want? I obviously want to take Atten because he really knows this place. Now, who else? Someone with good force powers. I kind of might want to take Kreia. Disciple's a Jedi Connoisseur, but he's not really got that many points right now. I think I'm going to take Kreia. Atten Kreia. The original team. Okay, so let's level these guys up. Atten. More of that. More of that, please. And more awareness. Thank you very much.
I hear you.
As for you, more repair, more treat injury. And more awareness. As for powers... Ooh, what do I want to give you? Kinda want to give you kill, but I also want to give you... I think I'm gonna give you kill. Oh, you can level up again. I've really not used you in a long enough time, I don't think. Put them to 18. Put that up a little bit. Oh, you get feet as well. It's rare for you, Kreia. Let's give you some kind of combat feat, because you don't have any at the moment, and I could get master speed, which I want. It is getting to the point where I'm going to have to get rid of my awesome armor and start relying on force powers a little bit more, and I'm going to get master speed. Oh, I get 2 powers. Oh no, this is Kreia. My bad. Well, I can give her master speed, and then she can use it, and I'll get it as well, so that's fine. And I'll give you stasis. Awesome. Okay, now let's go. Got a lot to do. What do I want to use? Choose that. Okay. What do we have here?
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
What's going on here? I won't let you hurt that man, just stand away from him. Okay, so your funerals. I mean, really, seriously, it's your funerals. Wow. Nice, Kreia. Just a little bit of overkill, but okay. Okay. Grabbed the credits, computer spec.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
I couldn't stand by and let them hurt you. Why were they hurting you?
For the exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the exchange. The only language the exchange respects is money. But Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately.
What do you mean?
The exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no
started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
Where can I find him?
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
I was glad to help.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Light side pit, so obviously there's a lot of opportunities for light side and dark side on the moon.
Spare a few credits, friend?
Sure, here's 5 credits in exchange for information.
Alright. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know.
Tell me about the refugee sector.
This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up.
Yeah, the Jedi didn't do it, the Sith did.
That's 2 names for one thing. It's difficult to tell in the crossfire, and the Sith were led by Jedi. In the end, it didn't make much difference.
Why are the refugees here?
A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and once here, it's hard to move on. Even fighter pilots from the war can't get work at the docks. The freighter crews are full up. There's no work here and no way out. Unless you want to become a hired muscle for the exchange, or work in a Hutt slave camp.
Do you know someone named Zez Kyle?
No, should I? He doesn't sound like a Hutt. What, is he a bounty hunter or an exchange boss?
He's a Jedi Master.
Jedi Master? There aren't any Jedi Masters in the galaxy, let alone on Nar Shaddaa. This place is a cesspit, with the exchange and the Hutt stabbing their claws into everything. But you know, I did hear something about a bounty on Jedi though. Something the exchange posted. Doesn't matter though. Aren't any more Jedi around.
Can you not see my lightsaber?
Collecting that bounty.
I'm a Jedi.
You're lying. You're mad. A Jedi wouldn't come to the... You're serious. You're telling the truth. What are you doing here? Are you trying to get us out of this place? Please, you have no idea what life is like here.
If I can, I will help everyone that I can.
Of course. Of course. Tell me, what else did he want to know, Jedi?
What can you tell me about the bounty on Jedi?
Not much to say, except it's a high price. You need to find a bounty hunter to get more, and they've been pretty scarce lately. You might have more luck trying to find someone connected to the exchange. And I don't mean some spaceport muscle, I mean someone connected.
Where would I find someone connected?
Well, they tend to lay low. To be honest, it's like with bounty hunters. You may need to do something to get their attention.
Are we going now?
Look, Jedi, before you go, I know you probably didn't come here to save us, but I knew Jedi during the war, and I know that they always helped when they could. If I can help you, even just by keeping an ear out, I can let you know if I hear anything.
I'd appreciate that.
I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
There you go. Got a little informant. And this refugee also.
To those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits? Maybe help another refugee in need?
Of course, take 5.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
It's just 5 credits, no big
Why
deal.
would you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
Nothing is set. As long as there is hope, there is chance for redemption every day.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
And what if he doesn't?
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
I will consider what you have said.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
And we got influence with Kreia, even though we didn't lose dark side points, which is good. Do I have influence enough with you to talk to you about stuff yet?
Ask. Does it matter? Perhaps I am not. Or what? Is that the way?
Nope, that's
ask.
Still not good enough.
I misspoke.
Still not good enough. Getting influence with Kree is so damn difficult.
I know of
Finally, we
yes,
can talk about the Sith.
how much like beasts they had become. Combined, united against the Jedi, they command legions of Sith. But above these legions there are 3 who must be stopped. As long as any one of them lives, then we, and all life, are doomed. One bathes in pain, feeds on it for sustenance. The other has ceased being a living being, so consumed by hunger that he has forgotten his own flesh. And the last is a creature of betrayals, for without such things there is no hope.
Who is the betrayer?
Even now she is difficult to see. She must remain hidden for now until the time is right. If not, then all our efforts will be for nothing. In this you must trust me. If she is exposed too soon, then this war will be over before it has begun.
The one who bathes in pain is Scion.
Yes, of pain he has learned much. Of knowledge, of teaching, he knows nothing. Like the others, he was spawned by the horrors of the Mandalorian Wars. He exists solely to spread his pain to all Jedi everywhere.
Is the one consumed by hunger visits his master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the mirror.
Okay, so that's basically all the same stuff. So, even though we can do that, we don't get any experience or influence with her for doing it. So, I'm going to end this episode here. Thanks guys very much for watching this episode of Star Wars: The Old Republic 2. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel if you want more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.